A lot of NFL teams look like they're cratering for Caleb. Robin Lundberg, Claudette Montana here with you. And Claudette, we've seen Caleb Williams light up college football for a while, does it on the big stage against Colorado last weekend. On the broadcast, they're saying he'd already be an upgrade for 2/3 of the NFL teams. He's being compared to Patrick Mahomes. Just how good a prospect is this guy?
I'm not sure if he's the next Patrick Mahomes, but I think he has the potential to be really great at the next level. He's had a great college career already, obviously won the Heisman last year. In my opinion, he's on pace to do it again. This season already, 21 touchdowns, just 1 interception through 5 games. And get this too, Deion Sanders, after the Colorado-USC game, he called him a difference maker. I feel like those are similar words we would use to describe Patrick Mahomes. Take that as you.
Yeah, he may not be the next Patrick Mahomes, but he could be the next Chicago Bear, considering where they might pick, the Panthers pick that they've got. The New York Giants could enter that sweepstakes as well, the way things are going. There are a lot of teams that if they find themselves at the top of the draft, no matter who is in that position at quarterback, are going to take a long, hard look and realize they may want to take Caleb Williams because he's probably, he's a more hyped prospect going in than Patrick Mahomes was. Let's put it that way.
Speaking of the USC Trojans, obviously they took on Colorado in Boulder, beat them 48-41. A victory would have been ideal for Colorado, but still, at the end of the day, was an improvement from the week before against Oregon. Was this a moral victory for the Buffs?
Yeah, Shedeur Sanders says he doesn't know what that is, but in a sense, yes. Deion Sanders, his father, said after the game, if you don't see what's coming with Colorado football, you're just a hater. And it ain't hard to find that logic from Prime there. Because when you watch this team, you realize, wow, the leap they made from last year to this year, if they can take an equivalent leap from this year to next year, all of a sudden they're a powerhouse program. They rebounded well from the Oregon loss, which was just a beatdown. They rebounded well from the beginning of that game against USC because it looked like more of the same. I think once they improve in the trenches, they're going to be a real problem because from a skill position standpoint, they're kind of already there.
Yeah, I think it was a moral victory for Colorado, especially after the loss to Oregon. And the fact that they put up 27 points in the second half, I feel like showed a lot of resiliency from that team. USC's defense wasn't great. I think we all saw that, but they gave the Trojans a run for their money and definitely a better performance than we saw from them in week 4, something to build off of.
Now, not a great performance for Georgia this week, but they remain number 1. Their hold on that spot is getting smaller. So should the Bulldogs still be in the top spot?
I think so for right now, just because they are Georgia. They're back-to-back national champions. And at the end of the day, they're 5-0 on the season. But I want to see Georgia be really dominant this year. They were 14-point favorites over Auburn, barely won that game. I want to see Georgia be the Georgia that we know and absolutely annihilate teams. And right now, I feel like on any given week, we could see some shakeup in that top 3, top 5. Texas, Michigan, Ohio State, Florida State, all playing at a really high level right now. And then keep your eye on the Pac-12 conference as well. We got some good things going on the West Coast.
Yeah, I'm not mad at Georgia being number 1, but the preseason rankings always have some influence, and they really don't mean anything once you get into the regular season. All things being equal, if you're just looking at the resumes, I would go with Texas. They had another win over a ranked team. They're undefeated as well, obviously, and they've got the win over Alabama. So give me the horns when it comes to. Let me do this. There we go. That's how I would have it.
Here we go. Well, they have a big game against Oklahoma this week, too, so we'll see if they can get the same result as they did against the Crimson Tide.